Oasis Audio presents The Spirit Within by Rob King and Eric Ferris. Read for you by Brandon Batchelar. Forward. I try to read at least one book a year on the Holy Spirit. This is almost embarrassing to write, but I need that gentle reminder regularly that the Holy Spirit of God actually dwells within me, and that I have access to His comfort, counsel, and power. Books and messages on the Holy Spirit tend to help us find our way when we have lost our compass. The Spirit Within is that book for me this year, and one of the best, well-balanced books I have ever read on this subject. As a brand new 21-year-old youth pastor, I worked for John Wimber at a church called Yorba Linda Friends. John later became the leader of the Vineyard movement, which will go down in modern-day church history as one of the greatest movements of God in the 20th century. His kids were in my youth group. I shared meals and life with him. And yet, he would say, it was not until he became totally open to the fullness of God through the Holy Spirit that he saw God work so strongly in his own life and then around the world. The Spirit Within reminds us that we have access to that same powerful Spirit within our lives. Rob King and Eric Ferris have a most remarkable ministry at Vineyard Cincinnati Church. When you walk on the campus, you sense the presence of God in a beautiful and vibrant way. These men and this church demonstrate what the Vineyard movement calls the radical middle. When it comes to living our lives by the power of the Holy Spirit, these are leaders and a church that live out these words. Who says we have to go to one extreme or the other? To neglect the Spirit of God in our lives is to neglect what Jesus called the greater things. To be reckless with the Holy Spirit and turn the Spirit into a carnival sideshow is also not right. The right way is to lean into the power of the Holy Spirit and not be afraid of the Spirit's work in your life and your church. The result of being connected to the Spirit of God within you is what the Bible calls the fruit of the Spirit, which is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. If someone is mean-spirited or lacks any of these beautiful fruits of the Spirit, then I think it is right for us to wonder if that person is truly in touch with the Holy Spirit working in his or her life. Rob and Eric call the fruit of the Spirit the signature of a life filled with the Holy Spirit. I'm not a theologian. My emphasis in ministry is the family. I have had the privilege of watching marriages be healed and children who were violating family values come back to the faith because someone in the family called upon the power of the Holy Spirit. Does God do miracles today? You better believe it. This may sound like an oversimplification, but miracles of every kind are happening all around the world, and they most often happen when God's people are grounded in the person and purpose of the Holy Spirit. Rob King and Eric Ferris are not only inspiring communicators, but they also live out what they write. If you are like me, and, at times, need a solid reminder of the Holy Spirit working in and through you, then this book is for you. Jim Burns, Ph.D., President of Homeward, author of Doing Life with Your Adult Children, Keep Your Mouth Shut and the Welcome Mat Out. Author's note. Throughout this book, the personal pronoun I is used in relating personal facts and anecdotes without specifying which of the authors is speaking. This is done simply to make listening easier. Acknowledgements. To Vineyard Cincinnati Church and the church staff, we love you and what the Lord is doing in you and through you. 1. The quest for more. How can it bother you if it is not even there? Maybe you have experienced it. Many people have reported the phenomenon. It was even given
Sample complete. Ready to continue?